Good morning, guys. I'm heading into a job this morning. It's Monday morning. Nice cold December day. And I thought about a story that would be kind of good for this time of year. It's a Christmas story. Because while some of us have achieved success over the years, some of us are not quite on that path yet, and some of us are farther down the path. Meaning, let's say guys like Steve, they've been in business for 20 years. The customers are there, the calls are coming in. Then you step down a notch and you get to guys like me and Ralph, John Israel, who have been in business for, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And we're still building it up, but it's going pretty well. And then there's those of us who just started out that are going through the tough times. So I thought about a story. I knew about a guy who went through some tough times. Now, it's one of the hardest things in the world for somebody who's a blue-collar guy to accept something that he feels like he didn't earn. A lot of us feel that way about our government, sort of. A lot of us feel that way about everything in life. We don't want to take anything unless we're able to earn it, which is an admirable thing. It's pride, which has good points and bad points. So this guy that I knew, he had nothing. It came to be Christmas time. He had several children, and there was nothing left. It was a very depressing time, very stressful time at his house because there was no money. There was no possibility of Christmas. It's a very sad thing. No one was there to back him up. Sometimes people can turn to their family and friends, but there was just nothing there at the time. So that Christmas, as difficult as it was, because he was a working guy too, he had to do something he thought he would never have to do. And standing outside of a store in a line that was a quarter mile long stood him and his wife in the Salvation Army line. And for somebody who's worked all their life, earned money, to have to go into the Salvation Army line to get presents for their children is a pride swallower. It is depressing. It's hard to swallow. And for someone who's, like I said, worked all their life, it's very difficult to tell them that they have to go take something that they didn't earn, or they feel like they're not worthy of because of how things are going. So this fella went inside, he got in line, and he was interviewed by a woman, and they asked him questions. And for some reason, I don't know if it's the way he answered the questions or the way his wife was talking, they did something called the Star of Hope, where they gave him more than the average family. They wheeled out this flat little cargo trailer deal, and it was full of stuff. Presents, stuff for the house, everything. Well, he was overcome. Because why is it that these people are doing all this for him? They don't know him. He feels like he hasn't earned it. Because, like I said, all his life he's worked for it, and he hasn't worked for this stuff, and here it is. But what he didn't realize was that sometimes we're all down, and we have troubles. We need to turn around and pick each other up. So if you're going to help pick people up, you're going to need to be able to accept being picked up sometimes. And that's what he did. And that Christmas, they were able to give their kids a bunch of nice stuff and move on and start earning money, and became successful, and now is able to help others out. Which is a nice story. It's at the time it looked very bleak, but he was able to turn around. And of course, if you haven't figured it out, this guy was me several years ago. He was at rock bottom, no money, nothing to do, couldn't even give the kids at Christmas. Now imagine how you feel, those of you who have kids, to not be able to do that. But years later, working hard, able to turn that around, and now I can help others at Christmas, which is what I love to do. Because I received my graces, and I want to pay some forward. So I have done that, and I feel good about it. And for those of you who are stuck in a situation, just remember, work hard. You can climb out of this hole. All it takes is working hard and a little bit of persistence. And just don't lose sight on what your goals are. And of course, y'all ever need anything, y'all can look to me, talk to me. There's several guys on here that have built successes over the years, and they didn't start out successes. Good minds to pick. You know, guys like Steve Lav. He's been in business for 20 years. There's a reason for that. Ralph, been in business for several years. John, myself. We're here to help. That's what the community is about. Accept that. Accept that which was hard for me to accept. And it'll benefit you greatly. See you guys on the next one.